Subscribe to my channel Report Stock.
Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into the first half 2025 financials for Wearable Devices Ltd. And the really big news, the debut of their Mudra link. So our mission here is to look at how this AI sort of touchless sensing company is doing, how they're navigating the very fast-moving wearable tech market. We want to see what we can learn from their commercial launch, their strategy, all while looking at their financial health.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, I think, isn't just, another piece of tech.
Hmm.
It's the potential significance of having a truly universal gesture control wristband, especially now in a world that's getting more connected, more hands-free all the time.
Yeah.
It really sets the stage for maybe a fundamental shift.
A fundamental shift, yeah. That's a strong way to put it. So this is MudraLink. It's being called a Universal Gesture Control Wristband, and the first AI neural interface for Android and beyond. Okay, what makes it universal exactly? Is it just software, and what does AI neural interface actually mean for, the user?
Right, good questions. So universal, because unlike, some systems tied to one brand, its AI neural input is designed to work across different platforms, Android, Mac, Windows,
Yeah.
potentially others down the line. It interprets these tiny micro gestures, not just big waves or specific button taps.
Okay, micro gestures.
Yeah, and the AI neural interface part, that means it's reading subtle electrical signals directly from your nerves, right from the wrist.
Yeah.
So it allows for this incredibly intuitive control,
Mhm.
almost like thinking it, not just tracking big movements.
Wow.
The idea is to get rid of physical buttons altogether, and this plugs right into that huge demand we're seeing for intuitive touchless ways to interact. It's sort of the essence of this wearable tech revolution, isn't it? Moving beyond tapping screens.
It really makes you think, yeah. How often do you fumble with a screen when your hands are wet or busy? This could genuinely change those little daily frustrations. But okay, let's look at the immediate impact, the numbers. Gives us a sense of their resilience, right? They started generating actual revenue from MudraLink sales in the first half of 2025. That's alongside the ongoing revenue from their older product, the Mudra Band for Apple Watch.
Exactly. And if we connect that to the bigger financial picture, for the 6 months ending June 30th, 2025, total revenues were $294,000. Now, that's actually down a bit from the $394,000 they did in the same period last year, 2024.
Okay, a dip.
A dip, yeah.
Okay.
But you could maybe see that as, sales of the older Mudra Band tapering off a bit as people wait for the new Mudra Link. However, and this is really the key point, the company significantly reduced its net loss, down to $3.7 million from $4.2 million the year before.
Okay. So less revenue, but also losing less money.
Precisely. And that reduction was mainly because they cut down on operating expenses. So even with lower top-line revenue and launching a major new product, which costs money, they improved their bottom line quite a bit. That suggests they're getting smarter about managing costs. It shows innovation, yes, but also growing operational efficiency. That's a powerful mix.
Right. Managing costs carefully during a big transition. That makes sense. So, okay, with that financial snapshot in mind, let's broaden out what's their bigger strategy. It seems multi-pronged. They're going for wider reach with Mudra Link's compatibility, obviously, and moving into Japan. That's interesting. Through Media Exceed, that feels like more than just sales figures, right? It's like a stamp of approval in a really demanding market.
Absolutely. The Japanese market is notoriously tech-savvy and quick to adopt. It's a huge validation.
Yeah.
And then there are the new areas they're exploring.
Yeah, like the military applications. An innovative project for human-machine interfaces there. Touchless neural control for tactical stuff. Plus, they mentioned potential in health wearables by 2026. Something about cognitive state monitoring.
Mm-hmm. And this all raises that important so what question for the longer term. Their patent strategy seems key here. They call it dynamic and forward-focused. They're protecting the core neural interface tech, enhancing gesture recognition, basically building a moat around their innovations.
Protecting their lead.
Exactly. And that positions them to make inroads in diverse markets. Consumer XR, augmented and virtual reality, industrial automation, assistive tech for people with disabilities, and that cognitive state monitoring. That's about potentially reading subtle brain activity indicators, like focus or stress levels. Huge potential in health, wellness, maybe even productivity tools.
Okay, so pulling it all together then, we've looked at Wearable Devices Ltd's big Mudra Link launch, their financials, which are nuanced, showing careful management during this rollout. And these ambitious plans spreading out from consumer tech into military and health. It feels like a pivotal moment for them.
It really does. The whole move towards AI-powered touchless control, it's clearly picking up speed, and we're seeing applications pop up in places you might not expect. It keeps pushing the boundaries of how we interact with machines.
So the final thought for you listening. What does this all mean for you? Think about how seamlessly integrating this kind of touchless neural interface could change things. Not just using your phone or computer, but professional tools, maybe even critical systems very soon. Is this really the start of an era where, intuitive gestures finally replace buttons completely? Something to mull over?
Subscribe to my channel Report Stock.